Thank you for visiting Pro Wrestling This Week on our official YouTube page. Please make sure to subscribe to our page and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any updates from our channel. Also, make sure you tell us what you think of this video in the comment section below.
What I liked reading about it too was I'd kind of forgotten, because I don't know if he was even there, but just how close the Shield was as friends and as a united front against, getting with basically in WWE.
Yeah, the early days of Shield were wild, man, because like the company was different. It was a different environment. The locker room was different. You were there, so and a lot of people didn't like us. I remember actually you were one of the first guys. We did a random ass 6-man with you early. Like we just started wearing like the SWAT gear. We were still wearing like heavy ass boots and busting people's lips with them and shit. We did like a random 6-man with like you and Sheamus and somebody or other. And afterward, it was the first time we would ever work together. And afterward, you were like, man, you guys are really freaking good. Like you guys are like, you're right there. You're in the pocket. You guys hit hard. Like, you guys work like Japanese. Like you keep the pace up. You're like, these guys are freaking good. Like you were like one of the first guys who was like not mad at us for being there. Like everybody else was really intimidated by our presence, but you were like, no, these guys are good. And then it wasn't long before everybody started to want to work with us because we were having such good matches. So that's all like the whole Shield.
Why were people mad that you were there?
Just because there's,
it's new and fresh.
People protective of their stuff, and it was just a much more. It was a less welcoming environment back then. I mean, you were there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure,
like,
of course.
Some new guy coming in with a big push, or some like.
I was that new guy once. That's why.
Or some group coming in, they're gonna beat everybody up. People are like, "Who the hell are these guys?" Like they're nobodies. Because we were complete nobodies. It wasn't like we were big stars from NXT. We were complete nobodies. Right. And we were coming in beating up like the Undertaker and The Rock. So people are like, "Who the hell are these guys?" They're not gonna do it to me. And we're like, "Yeah, we are." So it was a little, but so the whole. I thought that was the thing people were really going to want to read about. The whole Shield story is, in there.
And I'd forgotten, too, that all three of you were world champion in the same night.
That is true, too. That's all in there, too.
Yeah, and, I was in that match with you.
Yeah, that whole story, yeah. So that's another thing. And if there was ever a stamp of, because we were like, screw you, we're going to take this over. And if people were like disagreed with that, on one night all three of us were the world champion, I think that tells you everything you need to know about, like, we were right.
Yeah,
we were right. So screw you.
Yeah, Roman was the champ, and then you had won the ladder match, the Money in the Bank, and Roman was the champ in the main event. Seth beat him, and then you cashed in, right? Yeah,
which kind of like tied up a whole 2-year kind of story arc, which was really cool. So I mean, that kind of is a stamp of like I said, we were right, and like we did exactly what we said we were going to do, and now we're all doing pretty good.
Do you think Jon Moxley made the right choice when he left the WWE to go to All Elite Wrestling? Do you think he will ever go back to WWE? Let us know in the comment section below, and thanks for watching this video on Pro Wrestling This Week. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Also follow us on Facebook or Twitter at Pro Wrestling This Week.